ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Power Vacuum. I'm your host, Belmont, and I've got an interesting story for you today. From GameIndustries.biz, Sony sues Tencent for slavish clone of its valuable Horizon franchise. Sony claims Tencent asked to license the IP and, when refused, pressed ahead with a knockoff version of its own. Phew. Okay, so e- that is not good. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Like, if you're asking permission to use a property and then you start ripping it off, you're in uh, stupid territory that you put yourself in. Let's see what it says. Sony has filed a copyright lawsuit against Tencent, alleging the latter's upcoming game, Light of Motiram, is a slavish clone of its tentpole Horizon series, calling the franchise among its most valuable intellectual property. Really? Tentpole? I guess maybe one of the outer lying tent poles. All right. Well, in court papers, as first reported by Reuters, Sony demanded a jury trial for copyright and trademark infringement and prevent the imminent release of Tencent's upcoming title, accusing it of ripping off Horizon lead Alloy, I guess, deliberately causing numerous game lovers to confuse Light of Motiram as the next game in the Horizon series when encountering Tencent's promotional gameplay videos and social media accounts. I don't think anybody's made that confusing, or anybody's been that confused. They've probably made jokes about it or crafted memes, but I don't think they've actually been confused. Upon information and belief, sometime in 2023, and unbeknownst to Sony, Tencent started developing a video game called Light of Motiram, which, just like Horizon, features a young red-headed female protagonist and tribal groups fighting for survival among large robotic animals in a post-apocalyptic world. The filing continues. The court documents include a slide from a presentation deck in which Tencent developers shared their PSN achievements with Sony to prove they are diehard fans. In March 2024, at a gaming conference in San Francisco, California, Tencent executives approached Sony with a pitch to develop its own Horizon game in collaboration with Sony Entertainment. The filing adds, Sony rejected the idea and considered the matter closed. Sony then accuses Tencent of secretly developing Light of Motiram and deliberately infringing upon its IP. SIE is far from alone in recognizing the striking similarities that Tencent's new Light of Motiram game shares with Horizon. Upon viewing the gameplay trailer, internet viewers and gaming journalists agreed Light of Motiram was a knockoff of Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West, and other games in the Horizon franchise. Full stop. There are other games in the Horizon franchise? Like what? I only know of the two, and I've only played a little bit of the first one. Like, I just didn't hold my interest. I don't remember why at the time. I think I was more into like first person games, and third person games were like, not having as much fun. I don't know. I don't remember the exact reason. Never played all the way through Horizon. Uh, but what other games are they talking about? I have no idea. If you know, let me know, but I don't know. Sony states it met with Tencent to informally resolve the issue, where Tencent once again tried to license the Horizon IP. Balls to that. Um, Big balls for trying that one right there. The former said it communicated clearly and unequivocally that this would not happen, and when it objected once again when marketing materials for Light of Motiram began circulating, stated Tencent had since rejecting signaled it rejected Sony's demands and would forge ahead. Game Industry Biz has reached out to both Tencent and Sony for further comment. Seeing as though there's no update, I don't think there's any further comment. This is nuts. One, if you reach out to somebody to borrow their IP and they say no, and then you make your own version anyway, you're, I don't know, asking to get sued, because that seems like a serious issue to me. I don't, this isn't like the Power World Pokemon lawsuit, right? This is different. This is you asking for permission. So if you ask a real life actor to do a voice in like a cartoon show that you have, and they say no, and then you imitate their voice, you can get slapped for um various things. I don't remember exactly what it was. It's been a while since I read about a case like this, but you can get sued for using their likeness against their will if you ask permission first and they say no. If you don't ask permission, then it becomes parody and it's okay. US laws got some murky waters in a lot of places, especially when it comes to IP. But asking for permission and then making your own ripoff seems like a big violation. I don't see this one playing out well for Tencent. I don't know if they can appeal it until the game comes out and then play out, ooh, oh well, it's already out. I don't know if an injunction from the United States will even stop them from releasing it. I mean, they might not release it in the United States, but then just VP in your way in, your VPN. Sorry for that bad joke. I will see myself out after the video. But yeah, I don't see this playing out well for Tencent. This is not something cut and dry. This is you making a big mistake by asking for permission first. Especially in this instant, if they claim they've denied you twice, you're treading on thin ice, to say the least. But that's all I have for this video. This is your host Belmont, signing out.